Hey, I'm Tina Zimmerman, owner of Mainstream Training, and guess where I am today? I am in Leroy, Illinois at Peace of Heaven Pet Care LLC, and it's peace like peace, and you're gonna see why in a little bit. So here's the deal. I saw this post on Facebook that this guy is building this facility for boarding, daycare, grooming, and I'm like, okay, this is crazy. It's either crazy or it's brilliant. And so you know me, I'm all nosy. I had to come check it out, introduce myself, see what's going on. And the more I get to know these people, I'm leaning a lot more towards brilliant, because this place is like nothing I've ever seen in this area. So since today is Rob's birthday, I told him we were gonna come here, we're gonna play a little bit in their play zone. And then I want you to meet the owners of this place, and they're gonna kind of show you around. It's a really cool place. So follow me, we're gonna have fun today. You ready? Okay, let's go. Good boy. Good. Come here. I want you to meet Emily. Come up here and meet Emily. She got a ball for you. Oh, hey, good boy, good boy. Yeah, good job. What? Yeah, good boy. Okay, so now we're in their grooming and daycare building. This, you can see, they're working their butts off, getting everything prepared, because this weekend is their grand opening and clients are booked and are gonna start pouring in. But I wanted to show you these amazing daycare suites. So if you've got a dog that really just needs a little privacy when they're in daycare, look at my boy Rob, just all chilled out in his little own private area. He's got food and water bowl, there's a bed back there, there's plexiglass here on the door, so even they've thought to be careful so dogs don't get their feet through that wire there. I mean, they've just thought of everything, and I'm not sure how big these are, but...
They're 5 by 8.
Oh, okay.
And climate control.
Oh.
And their beds are really comfy.
Ah. So yeah, I want you to meet Bernie Harrison. You can come out now.
Hey, y'all.
He's the owner, and this is his beautiful wife, Angie. Let me let her out.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
And that's Emily. She's gonna help take care of the dogs while they're here. I literally pulled poor Bernie out of the field. He was working hard out there, and I just wanted you guys to meet everybody. So Bernie and Angie Harrison, will you just tell everybody, why in the world did you come up with the idea to start a place, and where in the world did you get your ideas for this?
Hold on. I'm stuck on the fence. Okay. Honestly, it was all his brain work and mind power. It's all up here. It came from him, his vision and his intuition and his passion and love for dogs.
Well, I would definitely say a lot of passion, but first and foremost, I think that we wouldn't have gotten here if it wasn't for the good Lord. He gave us this vision and put it in my head, and I was blessed to be able to carry it out. I will say, had we had a chance to second guess it, there were some crazy times throughout this whole process that I think we may have, honestly. But again, giving all the glory to God, He was able to put one foot in front of the other and keep us moving forward to create this awesome facility. And we're excited to share it with you as soon as this weekend, hopefully. So.
Well, where in the world did you get the ideas for the way you designed this building and what we're gonna see in a minute, the cabins? Where in the world did that idea come from?
Well, honestly, we have a German Shepherd, a male German Shepherd, that doesn't do well. He's a reactive dog. He doesn't do well with other dogs. And we know that there's quite a few dogs that are out there right now that need places to board and need interaction with people when their clients go on vacation, and they need a safe place. So essentially, we really started putting our heads to the grindstone and thinking of different things that we could do to combat normal problems that are out in traditional style facilities.
Yeah.
We strongly believe that a lot of the facilities that are out there are great at accommodating some dogs. We just understand that there are other dogs out there that need a little bit more private time, one-on-one interaction. We don't, we're not afraid to take on all those social dogs. We definitely love all of those fun-loving dogs. We just definitely wanted to create a space that met some needs of other dogs, such as ours, that hit home for us. We didn't feel comfortable in other areas and other settings with ours, so we decided to build it. Hey, Tina, check this out with us. So we took a 40-foot shipping container and had it drop inside, half inside the building.
Wow.
And moved it into place and began cutting, essentially. This is one of those parts of the project that may have took on a little more than we intended to, but it came out really cool. We stripped it all down to the inside, so everything that you see is gray is a liquid rubber membrane. So it's 100% waterproof.
It's not slippery
it's not
at
slippery.
all.
We added traction to it. That was one of our big concerns, was safety for dogs.
Yeah.
We use Curanda raised orthopedic beds, and we have solid steel dividing cages between for visual blocks.
And that's up really high. How high is that solid part?
These are 4 feet up.
Nice.
So most dogs, aside from jumping up on their hind legs, it gives a nice visual block between the two for the temporary time. We also added high CFM, the brand, and the output, and low decibel fans to create a little movement in here when the dogs are in here panting and breathing a little heavy, you know, after working and having so much fun.
Now, are those sound barriers or is that ventilation?
Those are acoustical panels.
Oh,
those are acoustical sound panels.
Nice.
It was just another attempt at helping dampen the echo of a metal building in a metal container.
How smart, because that is what stresses dogs out. It's the noise and the other dogs around them, but that's such a nice private space. That's really gonna help with that.
Check this out, buddy, come on. Check out our overnight cabins. Yes, is it comfy? We have our same Curanda beds in here, buddy. These are fully spray foam insulated, sound reducing. We have air conditioned and heat for each of them, climate control. We have smart TVs for each of the dogs. Watch whatever they want to watch on TV.
What is that up there? Is that like a smoke detector?
Fire alarm system in each.
Oh, they got a remote control?
That's our thermostat.
Oh, okay. I was like, no opposing thumbs.
We have
oh, what a beautiful view.
Wi-Fi cameras for the staff to monitor.
Oh, and they have their own yard out here. So 1 dog per yard at a time. They're not going to share that space. This is their own space.
This is their own little private stretch space.
Wow. Oh, and they have a doggy door so they can come and go. Now, do you shut that at night so they can't get out?
Yes, we do. They do not have full access to these areas unless their clients give us permission to.
Awesome.
And even when they are out in that yard, we're able to monitor them with our cameras.
Yeah. And how many of these do you have?
We have 10 overnight cabins. We can bunk certain dogs together in one cabin from the same family if they'd like.
And what size are these?
These are 8 by 8 by 8.
Okay. Now that one looks bigger.
We decided to give one larger one for larger dogs, especially if dogs have, you know, or families have 2 German Shepherds or 2 Danes.
And they want them to stay together.
Yeah, absolutely. So we actually have this set up right now. We have 2 French Britneys coming this weekend to stay with us. So they'll have their own space. They have their own feeding bowls in here, which aren't in at the moment. But
and their own ventilation system. So even that's going to cut down on sharing disease, because honestly, if you wanted your dog to not have contact with any other dogs, that could totally happen here. So we have this cabin with its own window, its own door, its own run, but then you also have the big play yards that you're gonna make sure the dogs get exercise and playtime. They also have the fun zone that they're gonna get enrichment and activity and stimulation. They're not gonna be sitting in a crate 24 hours a day. And that to me shows how much you guys care about the well-being of the dogs, because you know, we want them to have the best life, not just be contained. So here you can see the cabins. Isn't it cute? It's like a little camp. So your dog has his own little cabin, his own little yard. and it's fully weather controlled. It's underneath. So even if your dog is a little freaked out by fireworks coming up or thunderstorms that happen to pop up while your dog is boarding, they're gonna be in a sound resistant, reducing, thank you. My English is not good. Sound reducing area, and hail or big rain is not gonna be beating on the roof of their house because they're inside a building. So they're really well protected.
Tina, we actually took a little extra step with that as well, and we spray foamed the inside of this deck here, the ceiling in there, to help with that hail and rain.
Really? Oh, I see it now.
Metal roof, it was just something that we felt was going to help with that.
See? Brilliant. Crazy. There is still a little crazy in there, but you are seriously brilliant the way you have thought things through.
I don't know about that, but we sure gave it a good college effort.
Now look at this, you guys. How innovative is this? So we have these grain bin pads that are no longer grain bins, but these are gonna be like a canine splash zone. So look how high the wall is. Probably what, 6 foot, Bernie-ish? So your dog can be in here, and again, never unsupervised. These people don't just put a dog in a place and leave it. And then there's gonna be like little pools in here, and they can play ball in here. If it's hot, they can swim. What a fun use of space. I'm telling you, they have gotten so creative with every inch of this place to make the best experience for your dog. Bravo says, put water in them, let's go.
We had some shade coming as well for the space.
Oh, well, of course you do. Of course you would think of that as well. You know, I just can't even hardly say enough good things about these people and this place. And I'm so excited that we're going to be holding some mainstream training events here. And it's just going to be fun to see what in the world they come up with next. So follow them on Facebook. Maybe call them and schedule a tour so you can go check it out for yourself. I would highly recommend you get on their schedule for some boarding, some daycare, some grooming, because this is a really specialized business. There's nothing else like it, and I really see a good future for them, and I hope we can support them and really make it happen. So thanks for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed it.